guys, I'm Annabelle and welcome to Meeple Village. Today we're going to be doing a full run through of this War of Mine, the board game. So join me at the table and let's play it. Alright, welcome back to another day in the shelter. We're going to run through at least another day. We'll see how it goes. So if you're watching this and you haven't watched our other video, go back and watch that so you know where we're at, because we are continuing on I guess this is day 3, I believe, of our run through for this game. But let's go. We're gonna start with the morning and draw an event. Okay, so today's event is a reality impact. So we have to add one cold to the cold space, which I will do, and then something unexpected has happened. I think this is like the 3rd time we get one of these from different decks also, which is kind of cool. Draw a card from the colors deck to determine the color of the script. So our color is going to be green this time. Then reveal the top card of the events deck and check the number with that color on it, which kind of means that we're going to know. Oh no, then afterwards we have to shuffle. I was going to say that we'll know what the event is, but then we have to shuffle the event card into the appropriate chapter of the events deck. And then we're going to find that number and resolve it. So green, and let's check the event card number. So actually we will, because it's the last one. So we, all right, we'll have to shuffle it within the same chapter. This is the only one left. So in a way it's kind of fortunate because now we know what the event is. But our number is 175, and if no character went scavenging during the previous night, add the following tokens to the storage. 2 canned food, 3 grids, and 1 med. Wow. Okay, I guess we know not to go scavenging because this is the event we're going to get, and we're going to get 3 cold tokens. I don't know if that's cheating, but you know, it is what it is. So let's check 175. Alright, 175. It was beautiful at first, snowflakes falling on the burnt gray streets, but then we realized we're in the middle of a war. Winter is nothing to be happy about. No one here will be making snowmen. When the snowfall got heavier and didn't stop, things got dangerous, and finally, we're snowed in. At least until morning, until it thaws. But we don't have to worry about a break-in or thieves. We can also melt some of the snow to get water. The only problem is that it's freezing cold. Add 6 cold tokens to the cold space. Ouch. That's we only had 5 in the box. We got as many cold tokens as we could possibly have. Moving on, add to the storage as many water tokens as there are available on the box, which we are full of water too. 2, 4, 6. I don't think there's any, so that didn't help. And then write down Blizzard 175 on a blank token and place it in a random spot so that it can be seen at all times. Okay, so we have a blizzard. During the scavenging phase, roll the black die for every character that goes out. Well, we know we're not going out. If the result is 1, 2, 3, raise their illness by 1. Also, skip the night raid phase tonight. However, you still need to put out at least 1 guard. Oh, we do? Oh, that's too bad. At the end of the day, remove the blizzard token. So really, the blizzard is only going to affect us if we go scavenging, but we know not to go scavenging. So we don't really need to remember that, which is good, because I don't want to put a token out if I don't have to. Alright, so that's that. We gain a lot of cold. A lot of cold tokens, which we're going to have to deal with. And we have 7 wood. So, okay. In any case, let's, that was our event. So now we're going to our day actions, which, you know, we have all our characters ready to go. Now, let's check out how many actions they got. So Anton has to sleep. That's the only thing he can do. So Anton, here's your bed. Go to sleep. And we'll check the bed when resolved. Then he's got 2 actions. Arika only has 1 action, so that's unfortunate. And Marco has 2 actions. Okay, so I know I was checking things over, and I found this workshop, which we need to cover up these holes. There's 3 holes. There's 1, 2, and there's another one somewhere. I always lose that last one. Where's the other hole? It's here somewhere. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay. So there's 3 holes that we can cover up, and we need a workshop to do that. So I figured let's build a workshop. So one of these guys, maybe Erika, who has only 1 action and she can't sleep because the bed is taken, and sleeping on the floor does not regain your fatigue. But she'll sleep tonight. So she's gonna build a workshop. We need a mechanical part, we need 5 components, and we need 3 wood, which is only gonna leave us 2 wood for the heater action. I know I paid it, so we have 4 wood left. I know this guy's gonna have to come poke about, and then that leaves 1 person, which I wish we could use the heater, but you know. So I guess he will come to the deadfall trap because we have to set that up, and I'll show you all of that. So let's start with our bed. So taking an action here is take a nap, lower the fatigue of the character placed here by 2. So, and sleeping the whole night removes all fatigue. But, you know, the only thing he could do was take a nap. And in case you don't remember, it's because he has fatigue sleep 4. But since he lowers it by 2, that means that now he is at fatigue 2, which means he has no more actions because obviously he only had the first action available. So he's also useless for now. Oh, by the way, our knife should be back. So that was Mr. Anton lowering his fatigue. All right, now we can have Erika complete this, putting all these things back. And she's built a workshop. And right here you can take a look at what we can do at a workshop. There's a couple things we can do. The first one is the board ups. But we need 1 component and 4 wood to place 1 board up. We can also make parts. For each 2 components, we can make mechanical or electrical parts, and then we can make filters, which we need if we're ever going to get that water thing going, but we have enough water for now. 1 component equals a filter, so that's not that bad. And then we can repair the guitar, but we don't have a broken guitar. But when we do get it, because I know that there's I think it's Erika who can play the guitar. Alright, so that's built. Let's find it and put it on the shelter. I believe it's this one. It's hard to tell, but you can see it back here. So I think that's our workshop. And we're going to put it, we can't put it here, we can't cover that. So is there a place, we can't cover that either. Is there a place where we can put it? Oh, there's a place right here, this closed door spot. That's another thing that we need to continue and get through these things, because if not, we're not going to have space to put the stuff that we build. So everything takes a place. Okay, next up, Mr. over here is going to use the deadfall trap. And for that, we're going to take an action to set the trap. It's either 1 camps or raw food, and we do have 1 camps in our storage. And when we place a wait token here, so we have to wait, because obviously we're waiting for whatever animal to come and fall into the trap. And when wait tokens are resolved, roll the black die and consult the table below, adding that amount. So from 1 to 2 is nothing, but if we roll really high, we can get 2 raw food out of camps. Or if we roll normal, we can at least get 1 raw food out of it. We're going to set up this wait token right here, which we will resolve, I believe it's after people come back from scavenging. Alright, and finally our pokeabout dude. He rolls a 6 plus the 3 that he gets from his ability is a 9. So for 9 we get 4 woods or 4 components. Now I know I want to lower the coal tokens as much as possible for somebody's next action. So I do think that I need to get some wood. It's 2 wood per, we got 6, so we would need 12 wood. There's no way we can get to 12 wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 4 will be 8. But I think I'm gonna just grab as much wood as I can, because 8 will get rid of 4, leaving us with just 2, which might not get us in trouble at night. Let's see, did we build that thing? We did. Okay, how much does it need? Let me see. Yeah, we're not going to have enough for the board ups because it needs 1 component and 4 woods, and we don't have any of that. So my best bet is to take the wood. So I'll trade this one. We're getting 4 plus 1 would be 5. So there's 4 plus the 4 we have is 8. Yeah, that's 8. Okay, perfect. So I did it right. All right, and that was everybody's first action. So now some people get a second action. Anton does not, and Arika does not. So these guys get a second action. So he'll go to the heater, because we need that. And I guess since we can't really, oh, by the way, this takes a chems, so I needed to discard that, so let's discard that. Since he can't do much more, because over here we need 2 people, over there we need 2 people, we don't have a shovel anymore. I guess he'll come poke about again. Or, wait, does he need to rest? He does not, he's not fatigued. So, Marco's fatigued, but, Marco's fatigued, but I think, what's the fatigue to? Only 1 action. I would love to poke about some more, but I mean, people can sleep on the floor, and I think that reduces their fatigue. Let me check. Yeah, if tonight we sleep on the floor, we can reduce our fatigue by 2. So, okay, let's do this then. Let's definitely work on the heater. So we're gonna waste, not waste, but use all of our 8 wood. So we have no wood to get rid of 4 tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, leaving us with 2. And he's done. And then our friend is going to poke about. And he gets a 5 plus a 3 is 8. So with 8, we only get 3 wood or components. What to get? I would love to get all of it, but you know, like 6, but I guess we'll get 3 wood, because I know we still need to get rid of more coal tokens, and we're not going to be building anything anyway, so alright. And I think that's it, because everybody just had those 2 actions. So now we are done with this, so we are going to the feeding phase, which is called the dusk phase. So we do have enough water, so everybody gets to drink. And as far as food, let's see, some of us are hungry, so if we look again, canned food will reduce hunger by 2 and raw food by 1, and vegetables just keeps us the same. So I think I want to reduce his hunger, because as much as possible, because I know that if he's hungry, he suffers some kind of penalty. So we'll give him the canned food, and then we can reduce Marin. We are more concerned about, and also because now he can have 3 actions. So Marin will eat the raw food and reduce it by 1, and then these 2 guys are going to, both of them eat their vegetables. So they're gonna stay, the hunger's gonna stay the same. So we're done, then we go into the evening phase, and then we can, one of them has to stay on guard duty. That's just gonna have to happen, it's setting on the event today. But some of us can sleep on the floor, I mean, as many people as we want can sleep on the floor, and then we can also have people sleep on the bed. So let's make those decisions. We're not gonna go scavenge. If I fatigue Marin, he's only gonna have 2 actions, right? Because he'll be fatigued 1. So I kind of don't want to do that. If I fatigue Arika, who should I fatigue? This guy, maybe. He will go to 3. But I'd rather have somebody go to 2, because then they can nap tomorrow and get back their actions. So I guess we'll have Marco guard. And then we'll have her sleep on the floor, reduced by 2. Sleep on the floor. He doesn't need to sleep on the floor though, but yeah. Well, one of them is gonna sleep on the bed, doesn't matter. I should probably have Marin, but then, I mean, he can sleep in the morning, get rid of the fatigue, and then have 2 actions, but he still will just have 2 actions, whereas now he's getting 3. So, okay. Since he's our wood and component collector, and we're not gonna get anything from scavenging tonight, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have him sleep on the floor, because he doesn't, you know, he's gonna reduce his fatigue by 2, but he's not fatigued. I'm gonna have Marco guard, so he stay here. I'm gonna have Arika sleep on the floor. Doesn't really, I mean, sleep on the bed, and then this guy sleep on the floor. Their fatigue goes down by, this one's gonna get fatigue 2, because he stayed up, but these guys all have no fatigue left. So, which means that I'm gonna have 2 characters tomorrow that are gonna have 3 actions, and then this guy's gonna have 2 actions, and he'll have 2 actions if he sleeps first. So I'm pretty happy, I think. All right, so we did all that, and then we're gonna go to the night raids, right? But we skipped it. We would go scavenging, but we're not gonna send anybody scavenging because we know that the event tomorrow is gonna give us some much deserved food and cigarettes. Although we have so many cigarettes now, but we might lose one tonight. And then we are going to the night raid phase, but we're skipping that, remember? Because it's too cold for people to come raid us. So we're doing skipping all that. And I might be wrong, but if we're skipping the night raid, I think we also skipped the crime wave, because that's part of the night raid. So I guess we're skipping that, and then we'll go straight into dawn when the scavenging party returns. But of course, we don't have anybody. We're not going to assign anything because nobody's sick or wounded. We're going to draw a fate card and then our narrative action card. Okay, so let's see what our fate is tonight. Let's shuffle these. And here's the one. Illness, raise the illness, who did not take any meds, but we're not ill. Wounds, heal the wounds, but nobody is wounded. And we will discard bandages, but we didn't use them. If cold tokens minus board ups, so we have 2 cold tokens. And we have 0 board ups, so equals 1 or more, which it does. Raise the illness of 1 chosen character by 1. So someone's getting sick. Okay. Exchange the nearest small location, resolve weight tokens, and resolve spirit C. Alright, so who's getting sick? So illness 1 would have somebody only do 2 actions. So, and if Marco's ill, lower his... Okay, so he heals by himself. So you know what? I'm going to give it to Marco because I just read on C. And we are resolving Spirit C right now. So he's actually going to heal himself. So that worked out okay. All right, so we did that. And we're going to exchange the nearest small location. So is there a small location? There is not. So I guess we skip that because it doesn't say if there's no small location, do another one. Then resolve weight tokens. We do have a weight token here at our deathful trap, so we'll do that. And we get an 8 for a deathful trap, which means 2 raw food. Okay, I'm not super discontent with that. Of course, I don't think we're gonna have chems for tomorrow, but that's okay. And then Spirit C. So for Marco, if Marco is ill, lower his illness by 1. Thank you, Marco, for being such a strong guy that you heal yourself. She has no effect. If Marin is miserable, he is. Oh, level 2 or 3 though. So he's not level 2 or 3. We need to get rid of your misery, my friend. And then if Anton is wounded, he is not. His race is wounded by 1. Then we put this back here. And we shuffle. And we're going to get 2 of these. Let's shuffle them. And what do we get? We get Night Owl and we get Vigilant Watch. Let's check them out. So this one says play during the night raid phase and lower the damage or wounds from a single night raid card by 4 tokens, resources, or wounds. But it requires somebody to be on guard duty. That's not bad. 4, so it's pretty good. And then Night Owl. Play at the beginning of the evening phase, choose 1 character. This character may not perform all of their actions again as if it was a day action phase. That one's good too, but I think I'm more worried about having wounds and stuff and getting stuff stolen, so I'll keep the watch. So now I have 2 things that I can use whenever. I just don't have anything that's broken that I can fix. And with that, we have finished that day, so we can go do another day. We know what the event is, but let's go ahead and reveal it. Airdrop. So we're getting 3 more cold tokens, bringing us up to 5. And then for the airdrop, if no character went scavenging during the previous night, add the following tokens to a storage: 2 canned food, 3 cigarettes, and 1 Benz. After you resolve this card, remove it from the game. Alright, so I found everything. We have cigarettes to get this guy his habit fulfilled many times over. We might even want to trade some of them. Alright, and that's it. So we know, and that's important, that the next event is chapter 2. And that's when we're going to have to fulfill our firearm objective. And we have no way of doing that right now. So I think we're gonna fail it, and we're gonna have to face the consequences. So we might as well look at the consequences and start working on the next one, because we have to resolve this. I guess it's tonight, but we will have to find a functional firearm tonight in order to fulfill it. Because yeah, we're gonna do this at the beginning of the next day, right? So reward will be peace during the next night raid phase, and I'll draw a night raid card, which would be great. But the penalty is beating. Distribute 3 wounds between characters, and we don't have any bandages. We have a lot of meds, but meds do not heal wounds. Bandages heal the wounds. So we're going to be in trouble a little bit. And then we kind of know that we need to do this, collect vegetables. And we have like no vegetables at our disposal right now because we've been eating them. But if we don't eat them, we get hungry. So at any moment you may discard any number of vegetables and move this up. So, okay, and then our reward will be remove any 2 rubble, which we haven't done, so it might, it will work. But if not, all characters increase their misery to 2. So we are in a desperate search for vegetables. Now the good news is that we have lots of food, so we're gonna be fine for a little bit. At least maybe we can tonight get some help out there. Go out. I know we still get a vegetable, right? Yeah, we still get a vegetable just for going out. So we should probably go out tonight. All right, so we're going to our day actions. And I know Marco needs to sleep in the bed maybe, so he can lower his fatigue by 2. But everybody else is okay. Arika and Marin have 3 actions. Anton only has 2. He's a bit hungry, but we're gonna get rid of that hunger soon. So we need to get rid of some more of the coal tokens. But before we do that, we should probably send them to poke about, see if we can find us some more wood. If we had components, we can come here and board up the place, but we would need a lot of components and wood, so I don't think we're going to be able to do that. We can't do this. I want to build the rainwater, the rainwater collector, but we still don't have a filter. So we're going to get rid of some rubble, I guess, so we can go search for more stuff, because we have 2 people. The other thing that I could do is I could go outside. If I go outside, I might be able to trade with somebody, and we might be able to find that firearm that we desperately need. But maybe I can do that during the next action, since we're gonna have less people to work with. So we're gonna come up here and go up and go to this rubble, or we could finish this one actually. So next time we can search. So yeah, that's probably a better idea. How do we go down there? How do we go down there before? Oh, right here. Yeah, we just go straight from the door to here. Okay. So everybody's chosen what they're gonna do. Marco loses 2 fatigue, so that's great. He's back. And this is the first action of the day, so he has 2 more actions now. So that's great. Thank you, Marco. These guys just dig through for their first action of the day, and this is just removed from the game. And now we have another spot to put, another spot right here to put things that we built. And then he's gonna poke about. And he gets a 5 plus the 3 that he gets. It's an 8, which is 3, so we'll take 3 wood. All right, so I just switched, and we have 6 wood altogether, because we had we got 3 plus we had 3, so that's 6. Perfect. Okay, and then for our second action, Arika still has actions? Yes. All right, everybody has a second action? Everybody has a second action. Anton is the only one that might not have an action soon, because, yeah, he's hungry. All right, so we'll have Arika go search the furniture. Let's see, nobody's fatigued, so we don't need to sleep. We can, let's check. Oh, somebody should trigger the trap. Oh, we don't have any chems. We do have raw food, but we can convert it into 2 foods, or we can just lose it. So I don't know that I want to do that. I want to find some chems to do that. So maybe Anton can go outside. Hopefully he won't be killed. And find a firearm if possible, because we can get rid of some meds. I don't want to get rid of the canned food. And then he can come poke about, or we could get rid of more rubble. But if we get rid of more rubble, and we find because I know we're getting, well, yeah, we can do that, because I know we're gonna find some, if we succeed with the firearm, we get rid of some rubble somewhere, right? Isn't that true? No, it's the other one that gives us the rubble. So might as well get rid of some rubble now. So which rubble do I want to get rid of? I can go down here and get rid of this rubble, or I can come up here. Let's just come up here and do it like that. And he won't poke about. Or here's the thing, I want to get rid of the, but then I'll have a character doing nothing. Oh yeah, we can do it. We can have him go to the heater and him poke about some more. Of course, we need the wood right now because this happens simultaneously, so it's not like the wood that he gets, he can put it in the heater. But with 6 wood, we can get rid of 3 tokens, which would be good enough. We still would have 2. And if he could poke about, okay. So, but I think we are stuck. Everywhere we go, there's rubble in the way. And this is the second action, so if he pokes about during the third action, it's the same thing. So, but if we find, we're not gonna find wood out here. Or we could have, instead of doing the heater now and trading, we can trade later. Oh my gosh, my voice is failing me. And we can do the rubble now. And we can trade later because somebody might be able to trade. We still have a couple people with 3 actions. So we'll do it like that, so that we can use the heater to our maximum capacity. So this guy's just turn the card around. That's it. We have to do it again in order to get rid of that. This girl, though, she is searching. Let's see what we find. We might find some wood. We do find 1 wood. Okay, I guess I'm happy with my choice because we do get a jewelry which is worth 10, but it has no other use. Like, who wants jewelry during war? Somebody does because it's worth a lot of money. This is really expensive jewelry. We also get 2 books, which we can also burn in the fire. And we get 1 lockpick, which is great, 2 components and 1 wood. All right, I'm actually okay with this. All right, so we did find books, and I gotta show you. I'll show you in a minute. There's the jewelry. There's another lockpick, which we have a couple of closed doors, and now we've got a little bit more wood. Let me show you the books. I just think it's cute that that they're all different. They're not the same book. And also to note, there's only 3 books in the game, so I should probably burn some in case we find some when we go scavenging, because if I find books when we go scavenging, I won't be able to grab anymore because these are the only books that are available. And then of course our friend is gonna go search for more wood. And he got a 9, which even, he does with the 3, it's more than he needs. He's gonna get 4, I guess 4 wood. And I'm getting 4 wood so I can actually board up the place, because the board ups, they help us with the night raid. So they should probably also help us. Well, actually they help us with the cold too, right? Because we subtract the boards to the amount of cold. So they help us with staying warm inside, and they also help us with the night raids. Every board up is 1 less either wound or resource stolen damage, and thing is cold. So I'm happy to create our first board up. Now that we found that 1 component, that really helps. So now we have the 1 component that we found in the furniture, and then Marin with his ability just got us 4 wood, actually without it because I rolled like a pro. It's got us 4 wood, and that's exactly what we need, which we're going to do in the next action. So Anton has no more actions, so sorry Anton, but you're staying at the door. But everybody else does have 1 more action. So let's go with the plans. 1's going to the heater. Let's bring Arika to the heater. He's going to the, what's it called, a workshop. And he's going to go outside and try to trade. And hopefully not get killed. So we resolve it simultaneously, but we can't. So he needs, let me show you. To make a board, we need 1 component and 4 wood. Okay, so I do have that. So 1 component and 4 wood, and we get to put a board up token somewhere. I'm gonna put it here because this hole I always forget about. And then she's done, and then he is going. Oh, actually, that was him. That wasn't her. Then she's going to burn through 6 wood to get rid of 3 cold tokens. Leaving us with 2, so same amount as before, really, but we are boarded up. So that was her, and then we're gonna go outside. So I think we did this before, but we roll the black die first. If a 1 is rolled, the character placed here is hit by a sniper bullet and suffers 2 wounds. But we got it 2, so we're okay. And then draw and resolve 1 visitor card, which is what we want to do because we cannot have any extra characters because we're at our max of 4. Okay. And we actually get one with a pistol. Ho ho! Firearm, yeah, that would do it. We have to trade for that. Let's check it out. So, we're not taking the stranger in, right? But if you decide not to take the person in, you may buy any items this person is carrying with a trade commission of 0. Oh my gosh, my voice. A trade commission of 0. So he has a pistol and an ammo. So the pistol is, wow, expensive, but we need it. We want to get past that objective. All right, so I'm going to put him up here because that way you can see it. So the pistol is 16. I know I can get rid of the jewelry. Oh, I forgot to burn the books. We could have burned the books, 2 more books. I should have done that. I meant to do that because I don't want the books around in case we find more books out there. So yeah, sorry about that. We could return 1 wood, but it's okay. I would have burned as much wood as I could to get rid of as many cold tokens as I can. So now we're at 0 because we have 1 board up and a cold token, so we should be good during tonight's event. In any case, back to what we're doing, and that's because I saw the books here. I'm like, oh, I would trade them. I might want to get rid of this knife, but then I'm overpaying and we don't get any change. The jewelry is 10. Where is it? It's 10, so we need 6. We need 6 more. Actually, we can get rid of the herbal meds. We have meds galore, and that will give us 16. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Get that pistol that I'm going to toss right away. I don't think I need the ammo because the ammo is for the pistol, and I'm giving the pistol away. This comes back, which we have to shuffle, but it's fine. Let me shuffle it. I don't know if we're going to go outside again. It's dangerous to go outside. We can just get wounded out there. Okay, let's see. So, and then we're going to get rid of the pistol. Discard a functional firearm from the storage. Boom. Very good. We made it just in time. All right, and I believe that was everybody's 3rd action. Am I right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So we're done. So now we have to drink, and of course now we don't have any water because we haven't built our rain collector yet. So only 2 people are gonna drink. Who wants to drink? I don't think Anton wants to drink. He's already kind of messed up. I think we're gonna have these 2 guys drink because I believe one of the options is that their hunger increases by 1. Let's go check. So Marco and Anton are gonna drink. And if they don't drink, raise their hunger or raise their misery. So let's hope I don't know. I don't even know. So first let's roll for Marco. Marco got an 8, so we're gonna raise his misery by 1. He still gets 3 actions, but he is miserable. And then Anton got a 7, I believe. That is also misery. Yes, it is. Okie dokes. And then of course we have to eat. We have a lot of food. Now I believe it's a choice if we want to eat or not because the food that we have will lower our hunger and some of us are not even hungry. So yeah, if you see here it says each character must drink. But over here each character should eat. So I think it's a choice. I read it as it's a choice. So let's look at our characters. And Marco over there is not hungry. So I'm just going to let him get a little hungry and he will be fine. Anton, on the other hand, needs to lower his hunger, and this one will lower it by 2. So I'm just gonna actually give this to Marco, who didn't eat. And then if we give these guys raw food, they can go down to 0 hunger instead of going to 2 hunger, because if they go to 2 hunger, they do lose an action, so I don't want to do that. So we ate canned food and 2 raw food, and we still have 1 canned food to our name that we can maybe eat tomorrow, which Marco might be hungry, I don't know. But we will go out tonight, I think, because we need to get a vegetable. And that's what we're gonna do right now. We finished all that, so evening we need to figure out who's sleeping in the bed, who's guarding, who's going on scavenging duty. Now, nobody's fatigued right now, so I feel like everybody should just go. Even though fatigue 1 will definitely give us less actions tomorrow, because yeah, that will lower our amount of actions. However, we can just sleep and regain them and we could carry more stuff, where would we go? We'd have to go to the furthest location, yeah, the far location, which is a garage. We could get a saw blade, but I don't know how much food we can find in the garage, but you never know. So maybe I should just have everybody get fatigued and do stuff tonight. I know Marco's really good at scavenging, so we are gonna send him out to scavenge. So he's going to go out, and Arika definitely wants to go out, and that will give me 8 to carry. We need to carry as much wood and components as we possibly can, filters, all that stuff. Anton is not too great at doing anything. So I'll keep him guarding, and I'll bring, actually I don't, yeah, because I don't want Marin to suffer any wounds, because he's our good wood and resource collector. So I'll bring him out as well, giving me 8, 9, 10, 11 things that I can carry. Everybody's gonna stay up tonight. No one's sleeping tonight. We also have the night owl thing. Well, no, it's vigilant. I didn't pick the night owl. Pick this one. Oh, but we can reduce his wounds by 4 tonight, so that's good. And if we find something broken, we can repair it. Let's go find something broken, people. All right, so we're all gonna go to the garage because we want to bring a vegetable back, because we need vegetables after this chapter. So at the garage, there are bars and rubble, and this is stuff that we can get. Not great. We could also return 2 exploration cards to have a look around, but we only get 10 exploration cards, so I don't know that I want to do that. At some point I would like to do that so you guys get an idea of what happens. Not much sometimes. But for now, we're just going to get our 10 cards and start searching the pantry if possible. And I'm just going to keep them here, so in case I need that card. Okay, exploration, here we go. The good thing is we haven't added any more stuff to the night raids or the residence cards. Especially the night raids, they worry me a lot. We can get like soldiers that do a lot of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go. I really wish there were more pantry finding things in this deck, but let's see what we get. Someone's here. Ha, we started great. Raising noise by 3. So that'll put it at 4. Okay, so not good. And okay, we can poke about. Return 1 exploration card or roll for the noise to choose 1 finding from the special findings chart in this location. All right. I will roll for the noise. Oh, come on. I don't think I should lower it yet. Okay, come on. We did good. We did a 5, so we're good. Barely, but we did good. So we're going to roll to find something here. All right, we got a 7, which means we got 2 electrical parts. So I'll just add those here to our finding spot, and we get a door. So we can peek, return 1 exploration card to look at the next card, or we can raise the noise by 1 or roll for the noise. But we're gonna raise it by 1 because Arika can lower it. So we did that. All right, let's keep going. Search the furniture, return 2 exploration cards or raise the noise by 1 and roll for the noise. To look in the furniture. Okay, so we'll raise it by 1 and then Arika will lower it to 1. And we're going to try and roll for the noise. Okay, we're good. And then we're going to resolve one of the finding cards with the furniture. All right, let's see what we get. We found a weapon part, raw food, and re-roll. Okay, I don't mind the raw food. Weapon part, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. And for a roll, look at us. We actually nailed it. We get a saw blade. We're definitely bringing that back so we can get through those bars. And that doesn't even weigh anything, so that's really good. That was good. Okay, we keep going. Let's see, how much weight do we have? Well, we have 1 that we care about, maybe 3 that we care about. This that we don't care about. So I think we should keep going. Let's go. Open space. Is there any open space? No, there is not. So we get 1 from here, which is rubble. Is there rubble? There is rubble. So we're just gonna put this one aside because we can't, we don't have a shovel. So, and I wish it would let us do it with 2 people, but it doesn't. It just says it requires a shovel. Where's our shovel? Oh, they stole it. All right, hiding place. You may ignore this card, or you can return 2 exploration cards to save it, and it will be a hiding place. After rolling for the noise, you may discard this card to ignore an encounter or perform a backstab. I mean, returning to exploration cards, how many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 left. I think we're just gonna ignore it. We're gonna take our chances. So let's keep going. And oof, I'm so glad we ignored it, because if we would have tossed our search our pantry thing. Okay, so for this one, well, raise the noise by 1 and roll for the noise, or return 2. Well, we only have 4 left. I think we can take a chance. Raise by 1 and roll. Oh my gosh, okay. We definitely got away with that. So now we can draw resolve 1 card from the findings deck, the pantry, our favorite. Raw food, coffee, sugar, and a die roll. And this time we get a 5, which is 2 mechanical parts. So there we go. I feel like we're doing so good that I might just want to go home. Look at the haul we're bringing home. That's amazing. Of course, I wish I could trade some of this stuff, but I don't think that there's going to be a chance for us to do that unless we meet people here, which is kind of scary too. All right, we have 4 left. You know, I know that we should scavenge as much as possible, and I will, because I'm that kind of, let's just go for it. But it's kind of scary. I should probably just go home and just, you know, I've got enough stuff that I got a bunch of food already. I got coffee, which I know one of my guys needs coffee. I think it's Marin. So I should probably go home. But maybe one more. And that's the push of luck element in this game that, you know, yeah, it's because most of the cars are bad. I mean, you've seen most of the cars do not give you anything, so I should probably just go home. Something else that occurs to me that I could do is I could look at how many, like not right now, right? Because right now I'm in the middle of the game. How many search of pantries are there? How many search of furniture, search of heap? So I kind of know my chances of getting good cards. But I can't do that right now. All right, basement entrance. There is no basement entrance, so we just get one from up here, which is, okay, search the furniture. You may ignore this, or return to exploration cards, or raise the noise by 1 and roll for the noise. That will put the noise at 3. How many do we have to? You know what? I'm gonna return 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the safe stuff. Search the furniture. We'll see. Let us see what we find in the furniture. Okay, we found a vegetable, herbs, and bandages in case we get wounded, and then we roll also. And we get a 7, 2 more electrical parts. All right. So there's actually only 1 left. We do not need more electrical parts, I guess. All right, guys. So there's only 1 car left. Should we look at it, or should we go? I mean, we're here. What's the worst that can happen? Our noise is at 2. Bad things can happen, but I'm gonna go for it. Okay. It's search the heap. So we can't return to exploration cards because we're out of them. But we could raise the noise and roll for the noise. That would put the noise at 3. There's a pretty good chance that we won't get spotted. Let's see. Yeah, we didn't. So 1 card from the heap chart. We can do this. What else can we find in this place? No more electrical parts. A broken guitar and a shell. Well, we can repair that guitar right away with our card. So you know what? I'm not complaining. The shell I don't need. Okay, the guitar weighs 1, but I mean, look at that pile. And then let's roll to see what we get from the cool chart. We get a 9, which is a weapon part. Okay, there we go. Look at that. So now we have to decide. Of course, we're done because we don't have a shovel. So now we're back to the part where we have to decide what we're going to bring home. Now we can carry, I think it was 11, 5, 8, 11. Yeah, we can carry up to 11 things. And we definitely need to bring 4 water back. So let's see what else from this pile we're going to bring home. I'm going to bring it up close. And we do get a vegetable because we went to the far location. So I'll pick that up as well. Okay, so here's our mess. It looks great. It looks amazing. I brought the water because this is all the water that's left in the box, and I definitely want to bring that. So that's 4 weight right there. The vegetables, we can bring them without a problem. Here's 5 weight because we're definitely bringing that back. Coffee we need to bring. This we need to bring. Raw food will put us at 6, right? 4, 5, 6. Yes. Bandages we can bring for free. This we can bring for free. If we can bring it for free, we'll bring it. Oh, we wanted to bring the guitar also, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is free, so we'll bring it. All of this stuff is heavy. So the thing is, some of this stuff we could trade with. It has pretty good value. So if I'm going to bring stuff, I might want to bring the stuff that's higher value. We do have an electrical part and a mechanical part at home. So I'm looking at electrical parts that are the most valuable ones. Bringing those. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and maybe 11. That would mean we're not bringing back any wood or any, what do you call it, components home. And we kind of need the wood and a piece of wood. So maybe, but all we would be bringing, if I bring 2 of these, or should we just trade? Because now we would have at least 6, 7, 8 to trade with. We'd have to go out there, and that's kind of scary also. Or I could just bring back the wood, but I can poke about and get 4. So okay, we're gonna try and trade. So we're leaving this behind because we cannot carry all of that. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's all that we can carry. All right, we did that. So I'm just gonna put it all here and wait for the night raid, which is happening right now. And for tonight's night raid, we get a reality impact. All right, so we draw a card from the colors deck to determine the color of the script. And today's color is gray. And then reveal the top card of the night raids deck and check the number with that color on it. Bring the deck over here. And, well, better not start with people 903. Find that number in the book of scripts and resolve the text. Afterwards, shuffle this card back. Okay, so 903, and we shuffle this back. So let's go to 903. It says, someone's moving around under our window. We take a look, trying to peer into the darkness. We can see something. It's our neighbor. He's dragging a small sack. He opens the trunk of a burnt car that's more on our land than his. He rummages around inside the trunk and then pours into it the contents of the sack. Vegetables? He takes another look around and then returns to his house, a place which he shares with several other families. Apparently, he doesn't want to share everything. We consider whether we should investigate his hiding place. Oh man, vegetables. We need vegetables next from the next chapter. We go outside and take something from the neighbor's hiding place, or we forget about it. This is what I'm telling you, that in this game, sometimes doing the wrong thing is better. Like, if we forget about it, we're just back to the game. Nothing happened. But what if we find something in the trunk? So I guess we're going to go look in the trunk. Because if we can find vegetables, I know I'm being greedy because I just came back with like a bunch of stuff from our haul. But come on, Anton, he's doing the math in his head because he's a mathematics professor. And he's thinking, this could be advantageous. So let's try it. And we might actually end up dead. So we go outside. This time we're the ones moving around under our window as quietly as possible and all the time looking around. We open the trunk and start feeling around for the treasures our neighbor hid. We got something. We think it's a potato. Yes. Now for one more and another. Okay, add 3 vegetables to the storage. As we're leaving with our find, we wonder if anyone else was observing us through a window. Back to the game. Hopefully not. So see, it kind of paid off. I got 3 vegetables from that. Sorry neighbor, but we kind of need the vegetables for our next chapter. All right, so 3 vegetables acquired, which we're probably going to trade in soon, because if I keep them here and I find more vegetables, we're kind of running out of vegetables over there. So now the crime wave does increase, and we're going to take 2 of these beautiful night raids because I ran out of residents and add them to the night raids cards, meaning that our night raids just got a little bit more dangerous. And then this guy's come back, so I have to accommodate all of this in my storage. Just do that. Where's our water? I thought we had 2 more water somewhere. Oh, we drank it. We should have brought 2 extra waters, but we didn't. Okay. All right, so we are back, and our storage is looking great, actually. We've got tons of food. So I'm happy about that. We're going to, I don't know what we can do this, automatically exchange, play at any time. Okay, so we're gonna use our handyman, play at any time, automatically exchange a broken item for a functional equivalent without using any resources or tokens. So we're gonna change our broken guitar to a real guitar. So there's actually a token for it, but I also have the little guitar that I painted. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep the token in the storage just to remember the value and everything, but I'll put the guitar in our shelter. And again, this is just for it to look cute. So actually, because it's in the storage, it doesn't matter where I put it. Like, let's put it here by the bed so somebody can serenade one of us, I guess, while we are sleeping. Probably not the best time to serenade somebody. All right, so that's the people coming back. Assignments and bandages, but we're still not even hurt or wounded. We're doing pretty good. Draw a fate card. Okay, let's do that. We got coffee and we've got books and we've got guitars, so come on, fate card. Let's see what we get. Raise the illness, but we're not ill if we didn't take any meds. Heal the wounds if we were bandaged, but we don't have any wounds. If cold tokens minus board ups equal 5 or more, which they don't. We only have 1 cold token and we have a board up, so we're at 0. So nobody gets sick. Exchange the nearest medium location. If there is none, exchange the nearest large location. Okay, we'll do that. Resolve weight tokens. I don't think we did any weight tokens this time around. And then spirit A on all characters. So the nearest medium would be this one. So no more garage. Okay, that's not bad because we pretty much exhausted everything there. And now we get a small apartment building, still giving us vegetables, at least for now. And we didn't have any weight tokens, we didn't. And then Spirit A. So for Marco Spirit A, if any character in the group is hungry at level 3, nope, he would become miserable, but we're okay. And then for her habit, discard 1 cigarette from the storage or raise her misery. We do have a cigarette for you, my friend. Here you go. Enjoy that. Discard 1 coffee. We do have a coffee, or raise his misery by 1. And if there is at least 1 book in the storage, lower Anton's misery by 1. We do have a book. If he is miserable, he is. We will lower that by 1 and raise his fatigue. Okay, so now he's fatigued, but we can have him nap. So we get rid of all this. And now we're gonna get our favorite cards. Let's see what we get this time. We get duty and like a mouse. Let's check them out. So for like a mouse, play during the scavenging phase, instead of rolling for the noise, send the noise marker to 1. Nice. With Arika's power, that could work. And then duty, play during the day action phase, raise 1 chosen character fatigue by 1 to automatically remove 1 rubble or rubble remnant card without losing an action. But raising the fatigue by 1 means we will lose an action, so I don't like that very much. So we're gonna take like a mouse and we have more scavenging triumph. So I'll put this one here, and that needs to be shuffled, which I shuffled anyways before I grabbed one, but there we go. I also didn't shuffle the fate, so let's shuffle that, although I always shuffle before I grab one, but there we go. Okay, just in case I forget. I think that's it. So we're doing pretty good. We're gonna go to another day. I'm gonna stop for now. I might add the next day in this video. I might come back at another time. But thank you for watching. If the video continues, then keep on going by all means. But if it's too long, I probably will cut it and just continue another time. See you guys on the next day. We're doing pretty good. I feel confident. We haven't gotten sick. We haven't gotten like ill or wounded at all during the game, so that's pretty good. We haven't lost any characters. Usually I do lose a character here and there. Anton is like ready to kind of go, but he fell asleep. He got to level 4, but he didn't actually die. It was just, he was just really tired, which happens. I mean, he's not that young. Anyways, I see you guys soon, or keep watching.